In Excel, you can create a drop-down list to make data entry easier. Creating a list is easy if you've got words. So here we have a list that says yes, maybe, and no. And I'm going to create a list here. It's a little trickier if you're going to use symbols in the drop-down list. So first we'll create words, then we'll see what happens when we try to use symbols instead. To create the drop-down list, I'm going to select the cell where I want the list, and then on the ribbon, click the Data tab and Data Validation. We don't want to allow any value. We want to restrict it to a list. And then for the source, I click in this box, and on the worksheet, select the 3 cells that have the list. Click OK, and now this cell has a drop-down list that shows these items. It gets a little trickier if you want to use symbols here instead. There are fonts in Excel that show symbols instead of letters, and one of those is the Wingding font. So if I went to the Home tab and changed that to Wingdings or Webdings, you're going to see symbols here, but when I go back to the drop-down list, it still shows those words with letters. This is always in Tahoma font. It's not going to change even if you use a different font in your list. So if you want symbols, you can create symbols by typing on your number keypad while you hold the Alt key. So I'm going to change this list back to Tahoma, and in this cell, instead of the word yes, I'm going to press the Alt key on the keyboard, and I'm going to type the number 30 on the number keypad. So press Alt 30, and when I press Enter, you can see a triangle. Now if I look at this list, it shows the triangle. So this is a valid character. We can see it in the formula bar and in the cell, and we can use a few other symbols here. So we'll have an up and a down and a even. In this cell, if I type Alt 29, press Enter. So this looks like an arrow that indicates no change. Things are staying level. And in this cell, I'll press Alt, and I'm going to type 31 on the number keypad. And now we have up and down arrows and a staying even. And the drop-down list shows those symbols. There are lots of other symbols you can use. In the sample file that you can download from my website, there's a sheet that has a number and the symbol that it creates. So if you type Alt 4, you'll get a diamond. Alt 0163, you'd get a pound sign. So just experiment and you'll see what symbols are available, and people will be able to choose from those symbols in the drop-down list. For more Excel tips and tutorials, and to download the sample file for this video, please visit my Contextures website at www.contextures.com.